Once you have Sublime Text or whichever text editor you are using installed, you can go ahead and click File and then New File. Okay, you should be able to do this in both Windows and Mac. Somewhere in the interface, you should be able to create a new file. So I'm going to do that, and here we go. I have a blank text editor file. Now, what I'm going to do is create a separate folder on my desktop. You can create a folder wherever you want on your computer, and that's where you need to save this file. So I'm going to right click on my desktop using a Mac, and I'm going to click New Folder, and then I'm going to rename this folder so I can just click on it once with a left click, and then I'm just going to call it HTML, just like that. Now you can save your file wherever you want. I'm going to save this particular file inside of that folder there. So what I can do now is over here in Sublime Text, I can say File and then Save As. And I'm going to want to rename this file. So I'm going to go over here and change the name to index. Go ahead and name your file index and then .html. We need that extension there. And make sure you're saving it in the proper folder. Okay, it's under HTML. Mine's on the desktop. And I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Now we can go inside the file and we can just add some text. We'll just say, this is my first HTML web page. And then we'll save it. So you can do Command S on a Mac to save, or you can go up here and do File and then Save right there from the menu. And now we want to view this file in the browser. Now you don't need an internet connection to view HTML, CSS, and JavaScript if it's saved on your computer. And by the way, the reason why we named this file index.html is because when you have a file on an actual server, an HTML file, the server usually looks for the index file and treats that as the home page. Okay, so that's just a best practice to keep in mind. Now, to view this, you can just open up the folder where you saved it. If you saved it directly on your desktop, that's fine as well. Just go ahead and find the file wherever you saved it on your computer, and then all you have to do is double-click it, and it'll open up in your browser. So there we go. I've got it opened up in my browser, and I can see the text from the code right there. And notice I'm using the Google Chrome browser, so make sure you are using that exact same browser. And if you don't have it, you can always just search for it with whatever browser you are using, and just search for Google Chrome, and find the first search result, and then go ahead and click and download it and install it for your operating system. Okay, you want to be using Google Chrome. So here we go, I've got it open up in Chrome. Now, if double clicking didn't open it up in Chrome, you probably don't have it set up as your default browser if Chrome was previously installed. So you'll want to make sure that Chrome is your default browser. You'll have to go into your preferences to do that. And the other way you can open up a file inside of Chrome is you just go up to File when you're at Chrome, and you can click this Open. Okay, and when you click Open File, you just have to find that particular file wherever it's saved. So if I do File and then Open File, I can find that particular file somewhere on my machine. In this case, it's under Desktop, HTML, right there, and click Open, and it opens up right here inside of my browser. Now, keep in mind, if you are on a Mac, you can go into split screen mode depending on which version of the operating system you have. And all you have to do is click on this green expand button right here on Google Chrome. If you click and hold it, you can choose which panel, which side of the screen you want your browser. So I'll do that over here on the left. And then you can choose another application to sit on your right. In this case, I've got Sublime Text open. And there we go. And now I can kind of move the width of the screen and have it kind of occupy the entire screen nice and clean like this.